4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning. This is Wayne Cymbaluk from the Stearns County Soil Water Conservation District with your conservation report. The first week of May is National Drinking Water Week. The majority of drinking water in Minnesota comes from groundwater. In Stearns County, there are roughly 20,000 private wells used for drinking water. This means that there's also about 20,000 drinking water well owners, and maybe you're lucky enough to be one of them. As a well owner, you get the responsibility for making sure your water is safe to drink for you and everyone in your family. In Minnesota, there are no regulations that make you regularly test your drinking water after the well is installed. And if you do find a problem, it is up to you to either fix it or find a different water source. As a private well owner myself, I find it difficult to get my water tested as often as I should. It seems there is never a good enough time to do so, or it keeps getting pushed off. I say to myself that I'll get to it next week, which then becomes next month and then next year. My water tastes fine, and I haven't noticed any off tastes or smells that would raise any concerns. I find it easy to make the assumption that the quality of my water hasn't changed since I had it tested last, so why should I retest it again? The problem is that our water quality can change over time, and we wouldn't realize it because the changes are often invisible to us. Nitrate, arsenic, and bacteria don't have a noticeable taste or smell associated with them, and the only way to know for sure is to have our drinking water tested on a regular basis. To make it easy as we can for you to get your private well tested for nitrates, the Stearns County Soil and Water Conservation District has partnered with the Minnesota Well Owners Organization and the Minnesota Groundwater Association to provide a free nitrate and chloride screening event. The event will take place on Tuesday, August 16th from 2 to 7 p.m. at the Greenwald Pub in Greenwald, Minnesota. This event will be similar to the event that we had last year in St. Joseph in September, in which we had about 350 people who showed up with their water samples. Almost 1 out of every 10 samples we analyzed showed higher than natural background levels for nitrates and/or chlorides. May is also National Wetlands Month. Wetlands are among the most valuable but least understood of all of our natural resources. They provide habitat, food, and resting areas for wildlife. They benefit our communities by replenishing clean water supplies and help reduce flooding risks. Some wetlands are of commercial value for wild rice production or bait for fishing. May is the month to recognize the importance of wetlands. American Wetland Month began in 1991, the same year as the Minnesota Wetland Conservation Act went into effect. This went in as a way to educate people about the important roles wetlands play. Restoring wetlands on the landscape is a priority of many organizations because they are so important to us and our natural environment. There are multiple programs available to restore wetlands. If you're interested in restoring wetlands on your land, please contact our office at 320-251-7800 extension 3. Also, if you're looking to do less yard work this spring, why don't you try No Mow May? The goal of No Mow May is to allow your grass to grow unmown for the entire month of May. This creates habitat and forage for early season pollinators. Mowing your lawn less can increase the abundance and diversity of wildlife, including bees and other pollinator species. This is particularly important in urban areas where access to early blooming flowers is often limited. No Mow May is a conservation initiative that is gaining popularity across the U.S. I met with a couple yesterday, and they brought up to me that they were going to participate in No Mow May this year without me even mentioning it to them, so the word is out there. This year, it should be easier than ever to do this since we have such a late spring this year. If it pains you too much to not mow your entire yard for the entire month of May, try leaving half the yard or a back corner unmowed. For more information on any of today's or other topics, please check out our website at www.stearnscountyswcd.net or call us at 320-251-7800 extension 3. Also, please like us on Facebook. This has been Wayne Cymbaluk with your Conservation Report.